CenterPoint allows you to easily set up alternate languages for your non-English speaking employees to make sure that all employees understand their payroll check information. Payroll stub translations are done under Setup, Payroll Details, and Pay Stub Translations. CenterPoint installs the English, and you can click your New button to create a new alternate language. So we'll click New and create a language that might be Spanish, German, French, whatever your employees may need. And in the list under Pay Stub items are all the different setup items from your payroll, your different earnings, your deductions, taxes, leave categories, leave names, projects, departments, pay defaults, locations, profit centers, as well as your pay stub labels, like on your paycheck where it says net pay or year-to-date wage. Those are all the different things that you can translate so that your employee will be able to understand the entire check. The earnings are the list of your different earnings. So as you go down the line, you'll under the translation abbreviation and the translation name are what you're going to translate to the language that you're wanting to use. The translation abbreviation will be most commonly what you'll see the employee sees on their pay stub, simply because of the real estate and all the information that is printed on the paycheck or the pay advice. So you can translate each one of these, and when you're done, you would just click your Save button. The default box at the top is if you actually want your setup information to be in a different language other than English, and you've changed the abbreviations and the names in the setup. For example, like under Setup and Payroll Details and Earnings, you're changing, editing these and changing the abbreviation and the name to a different language. If that's the case, then in the pay stub translations, if you wanted this language to be your default language, then you can check this box. It will come up and ask you to confirm custom translations entered for this language will be lost. So any changes you made in here will be lost, and what it's going to do is use the abbreviations and the names that are in the setup list. So if you click yes, then that would be everything's grayed out, so you can't make any changes here on the default, and it would be picking up whatever you did at the setup of each one of these different items. But if you leave this unchecked, you can go ahead and make your changes as needed, and when you're done with each one of the different sections, then you would click Save. Then you can assign it each employee that needs a different language. You would go to the Setup and edit the employee. We'll edit one of the employees and go to the Detail tab. And on the Payroll tab, we can identify the bilingual check stub that this employee wants. So instead of it being English, we would switch it to the other language that we want and save that. And in addition, the preference on your printing of your check or your advice. So we're going to go to Preferences and Payroll and Printing Checks and click on the Database tab. In your bilingual stubs, you would set that as yes, that you want to use bilingual, and then identify the other one that you want to use, which probably will be the English one, and the other stub is going to be picking up whatever is assigned at the employee level. So if some of your employees would be wanting English, they would have the English on their stub. If some of them are, in this case, Spanish, then they would get the Spanish, but the other stub would be English on all of the stubs. And then you would save that, and that would handle your employees being able to see their pay stub information in the language that they need.